CNN Tonight host Don Lemon repeatedly inserted himself in trying to help Biden along, press him from the left, and offer only one real challenging moment, which we'll get to here in a second. But let's just start from the top. First question from Don Lemon after he told us they were all vaccinated is to ask about the virus. Is it still a threat? And then Don gives some numbers and some facts that I'm not exactly sure where he got them from, but let's roll it. And cut one, G, roll it.
The pandemic is a big concern for everyone, really, around the world, but especially around America. New cases are up three times since last month. Okay, so
just stop it right there. This is a little thing here, but does that seem accurate to you? Does that seem like a research data point he just threw out?
No, he made it up.
Or does it sound like he just kind of just picked a number and said three times?
3 times. Because we know what that means.
So that kind of just sets the table for where we're going here. Go ahead.
The pandemic is a big concern. Hospitalizations, death, rising.
Okay, stop.
So
again,
you said
we're never getting through this.
Let me just go to a couple things here. The number of infected with COVID in the U.S. has been in decline since January 31st. Even the current spike is only 44% of the infected we had on that date of January 31st. Daily deaths with COVID in the U.S. has dropped 89% since January 31st. So, again, they just throw these things out to scare you.
Right.
There's no context of what dates he's talking about. When is he talking? Is it like they're up what, today? They're up yesterday? What? They just throw it out to make it sound like everything's getting worse. And it's not. It's not even close to getting worse. The real numbers over some significant period of time. All right, keep going.
Last month that that the virus is in retreat. Do you still feel that way? Is that
well, the virus? Look, it's real simple.
Here's the deal.
We have a pandemic for those who haven't gotten a vaccination. It's that basic, that simple. 10,000 people have recently died.
Now listen.
9,950 of them or thereabouts are people who hadn't been vaccinated. This is a simple, basic proposition.
Okay, raise your hand if you think that's correct.
If you're vaccinated, you're not going to be hospitalized. You're not going to be in an ICU unit. And you're not going to die. So it's gigantically important that we all act like Americans or care about our fellow Americans.
Okay, so you see that? So stop it. I don't know what gigantically, whatever he said there means, but see at the end, he has to make it about pitting one against the other. Let's all act like Americans for our other Americans. As if that generalization should just fit for everybody. As if that should be that easy. So Don Lemon leads with a bunch of lies, with a bunch of non-secular numbers that don't mean anything. He immediately makes it against vaccinated, against unvaccinated. Then he gives a stat that I guarantee you is not true, that he just made up.
And I'm sure the numbers that Biden was throwing out there are just made up.
That's what I mean. His numbers.
His numbers too.
9,900 or whatever he says. Right. And then he immediately pits one against the other again, Biden does, and then says you're not American if you're not rushing off to get this thing.
Yeah, and according to the CDC's VAERS website, it's up over 12,000 that people that have died as a result of since they got the vaccine. There's also a report we read yesterday. An affidavit was filed, and I wish I had the website in front of me. I forgot to pull it up, of that number actually being much higher.